Hi students, today we will discuss a new lesson, soils. So it's a natural resource, and here in this class we will discuss the formation of the soil, importance of the soil and its constituents, soil erosion and soil conservation. We know soils are the important natural resources, and it is the loose unconsolidated material which form the surface of the earth and which was formed by the disintegration and decomposition of the rocks. And the process of formation of soil is known as pedogenesis. The study of soil is known as pedology. We know soil formation is a complex process. It will take millions of years or thousands of years to form a particular layer of soil in a particular thickness. And certain factors determine the formation of the soil, such as climate, natural vegetation, relief and parent rocks. These main factors determine the formation of the soil. Climate, temperature, rainfall, humidity play a very important role for the disintegration of the rock, for weathering. We already studied about the frost action and leaching, chemical weathering, all this. Here, climate plays a very important role for the formation of the soil. Thereafter, we will see natural vegetation. So, vegetation is important, which provide fertility to the soil. Humus, the organic matter, which is provided by this natural vegetation. And also, the roots of the vegetation bring the minerals to the surface. Then next one, the relief and the slope of the land. The relief and the slope of the land. So, soil which is found on the mountains, that is thin, and which is found in the valley, that is a thick layer. So, the mountain soil is disturbed by the agents of erosion. This is taken from this slope, from this mountain, and that is deposited in the lower layers. Slope of the land is also determine the thickness of the soil. The next one is parent rock. So the soil is formed by the disintegration of the rocks. The rocks from which a particular soil is formed is known as parent rock. The rock from which the soil is formed is called a parent rock. And the soil shows the characteristics of the parent rock. When a rock consists of iron, disintegrate, the soil also having the iron content. And also the soil, the parent rock, which is of acidic, the soil is also acidic. So the nature of the parent rock, that also determine the nature of the soil. So these are the main factors that determine the formation of the soil. Now, the importance of soil. We know the importance of soil. Our food, clothing, etc. are derived from the soil indirectly, directly or indirectly. And soil support the plant growth. And the plant cover provides home for many animals and human beings. Also, soils form a building material. And we know soil is the home of many of the organisms, many of the rodents, insects, bacteria, worms, many things make their homes in this soil. Then, a soil, 2 to 5 hectares of soil consists of 1 million earthworms billions of bacteria. And in fact, we can say a kilogram soil consists of 5 million billions of living organisms. Then, soil fertility. A fertile soil, fertility means the capacity of the soil to support the plant growth. A fertile soil has certain characteristics. It should have sufficient depth to grow the root, which will have adequate minerals to support the plant growth. And a fertile soil should have moisture retaining capacity. Moisture retaining capacity will be there. These are the qualities of a fertile soil. Now we see the main constituents of soil. I have already told you soil consists of organic matter, humus, and inorganic matter, then moisture and air. So the main inorganic matter, inorganic constituents of the soil. Silica. Silica is present in crystal granules, crystalline grains, crystalline grains. And this is the main constituents of the sand, and which was formed by the disintegration of the rocks. The next inorganic component is clay. It was also formed by the disintegration of the rock. It consists of many minerals, iron, aluminium, lime. Many minerals are from this. This was also formed by the disintegration of the rocks. The next constituent is chalk, calcium carbonate. It is essential for the growth of the plants. These are the inorganic matter found in the soil. And we know organic matter, that's called humus. It increases the fertility of the soil. It was formed by the decaying of the plants, then animal waste and dead animals. This provided by the decomposition of these things make it humus. Humus increases the fertility of the soil. It gives a black color to the soil. That is very important. That is very essential for the growth of the plants. And soils are of different types, you see, based on these constituents. We can classify the soil into sandy soil. Sandy soil consists 60% of the sand and 10% of clay. Sandy soil is porous. Okay, a soil consists of pores. Half of the volume of the soil consists of pores, and the rest consists of many different minerals of varying sizes. So it allows the percolation of the water. Water percolates through this. Then another important type of soil is clay soil. Clay soil consists of 60% of the clay and 10% of sand. And clay soil is not porous, it retains moisture. Clay soil retains moisture. When it is wet, it becomes sticky. And in dry season, cracks develop in this soil, and that is helping aeration. Then another soil is known as loamy soil. Loamy soil is formed by the right mixture of sand and clay. This soil is good. It also retains moisture. It supports the plant growth. And you see, if the percentage of sand is more, that loam is known as sandy loam. And the percentage of clay is more, that loam is known as a clay loam. So this is the composition of the soil. These are the different characteristic features of the soil. So soil is a precious resource. The soil which is formed by millions of years will be washed away in a minute by the running water or by the agents of gradation. So the removal of the soil is known as soil erosion. The upper layer of the soil is removed by the agents of agents of erosion. So there are different agents of erosion. Running water. wind, overgrazing, human beings, plants and animals, faulty methods of agriculture. These are the different agents for soil erosion. First one, running water. So this running water causing erosion and also transportation and deposition also. That means soil which is eroded is helping for the formation of the soil, but which will disturb the agricultural community. So we should not support, we should check the soil erosion. So what is soil erosion? I already told you, the surface layer of the soil is removed by what is called running water, wind, glacier or other agents. This process is known as soil erosion. And running water is the main agent of erosion. So this water erosion is of different forms. So it is known as splash erosion. It is the first form of erosion. Splash erosion. In splash erosion, what happens? You see, the heavy drop of water or a hailstones that destroys the soil, that pulverizes the soil. When a drop of water, drop of fall hit on the soil is pulverized, the soil is disturbed, and it makes a crust that does not allow percolation, so that it supports the runoff. It is known as splash erosion. Splash erosion is the destruction of the soil by the heavy drop of water or hailstones, as in the case of equatorial region. Okay, this heavy drop make a soil crust, and that does not allow the percolation of the water, seepage of the water, and what happens? It supports the runoff. Then another type of erosion is known as heat erosion. Heat erosion. See, heat erosion is a type of erosion which is caused by running water. So the surface layer of the soil, or the soil is removed layer by layer by the running water. This type of erosion is known as heat erosion. The surface soil is removed layer by layer. It is the second stage of soil erosion. And this type of erosion is found mainly in a plain. All the rivers of Uttar Pradesh, bank of rivers of Uttar Pradesh, there we can see Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, and also it is found in Shivalik, Nilgiris, coastal plains. All these areas we can see this heat type of erosion. And another stage of erosion is known as rill erosion or gully erosion. Rill or gully erosion. If the sheet erosion is not checked, if the sheet erosion unchecked, what happens? Because of the running water, certain finger-shaped grooves develop on the soil. These are called rills, and this type of erosion is known as rill erosion. And when this rill erosion increases, what happens? These rills become deepened and widened, and gullies are formed. That type of erosion is known as gully erosion. And gully erosion can be seen in Chambal valleys, Chambal basin. And because of the gully erosion, what happens? Land becomes unproductive. Ravines or badlands are produced. Their agriculture is not possible. So these are the different forms of water erosion. See, splash erosion. Splash erosion is the erosion which is caused by the heavy drop of water or the hailstones. And sheet erosion, because of the running water, the soil is removed layer by layer, is called sheet erosion. And another type of erosion is gully erosion or rill erosion. Rill erosion means certain finger-shaped grooves develop on the soil due to this water. And if it is unchecked, what happens? These grooves are developed as gullies. This gully erosion can be seen mainly in the what is called slopy regions. Many channels are made because of the flow of the water. Here agriculture is not productive, and this land is known as a ravines or a bad land. Then another agent of erosion is wind. Wind is the main agent of erosion in the areas where soil is loose, arid, where vegetation is not found. In desert or semi-desert areas, wind is the main factor for erosion. The sand dunes are produced, and this is encroaching the cultivable land also. What happens? Wind takes sand particles and erosion is caused. Then another agents we can see overgrazing. We know if we allow the animals to graze on the grassland meadows, what happens? This area is disturbed, and that helps the runoff, that supports the runoff. Otherwise, the root of the grass or the root of the plants bind the soil tightly. And by this overgrazing, what happens? That system is destroyed, and it is an important cause of erosion. Thereafter, we have seen plants, animals, human beings. All these are the factors of erosion. And we have seen human beings, construction work and building roads and railways, and all this cause erosion. So that area soil is removed. And these rodents and animals are also causing this erosion when they make these holes or something like that. Then another one you see, faulty methods of agriculture. In our agricultural system, because you see Indian farmers are not that much educated. They follow the traditional method of farming and wrong ploughing method and shifting agriculture, absence of crop rotation, all these are found in the Indian agriculture. Shifting cultivation, we know it is practiced in the northeastern part of India. The tribals, they just cut the forest area, patch of forest, and that is burned. And there they cultivate, and after 2 or 3 years, when the land becomes unfertile, they just move to another land. So this causes widespread deforestation, and that support erosion. Then also absence of the crop rotation. Then wrong ploughing practices. All these cause erosion. So erosion is a serious problem what we face today. Different areas of erosion you see. About 8,000 hectares of land is lost due to gully erosion. 8,000 hectares of land is lost due to gully erosion. And millions of soil is lost due to erosion every year. Then some areas you see, Shivalik region. Shivalik region is affected by erosion. Their deforestation is there. Why for deforestation is there? Also, this region is subjected to landslide and landslip. This Shivalik area is made up of unconsolidated rocks and sand. So what happens? When rainfall occurs, when heavy rainfall occurs, the landslides occur, and what happens? That causes soil erosion. Then another area in the northeastern part, Assam and West Bengal, there is heavy rainfall, flood, stream bank cutting cause erosion. Then plain areas you see, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and Gujarat. These areas, this erosion occurs due to rainfall and all this. Then another area is that there is Nilgiri. In Nilgiri areas, this one occurs due to heavy rainfall, and faulty methods of agriculture. So these are some of the areas affected by soil erosion. And at any cost, we have to arrest this problem. So we have certain conservation methods. Protecting soil from erosion is known as conservation. The process of protecting soil from erosion or being eroded is known as conservation. By conserving the soil, we can restore the fertility. So there are different methods practiced for soil conservation. We know afforestation, planting more and more trees, and the root of the trees bind the soil tightly. So afforestation is an important program for checking this soil erosion. Then again you see contour bunding, contour ploughing or contour forming is another method for checking soil erosion. Contour ploughing soil along the contours or across the slope is known as contour ploughing. And this is an important method for checking soil erosion. It reduces the runoff. Then terraced cultivation in hill slopes are cut into flat lands. Then check the soil erosion. Then practicing crop rotation, straight cropping, etc. are other important things. Then bunding, gullies and streams that also check soil erosion. Then another important method, this shifting cultivation, slash and burn method of agriculture should be banned. Overgrazing should be checked and especially grazing ground should be provided for animals. So many of the methods, watershed management can be practiced. So these are some of the soil conservation methods that we can practice and we can reduce this soil erosion. So today we have seen different points, soil, how the soil is formed, what are the different factors determining the soil formation, and what is fertile soil, what are the characteristics of the fertile soil, and composition of soil, means organic and inorganic matter. Then again we have seen soil erosion and different types of soil erosion, different agents of soil erosion, and how we will conserve the soil. Then in the next session we will discuss the different types of soil. So you please go through this. Thank you.